for food. This happened about 3 hours ago. Last chance for what?
Where's my daughter?
Who the fuck is your daughter? What's her name?
Where's my daughter?
What's her name?
Teresa. You were talking to me yesterday. Where's my daughter? Where's my daughter? Where's my daughter? If you take one more step to me, I'll knock you the fuck out. Where's my daughter, dude?
Alright, so this is the tweaker guy that I was telling you about.
Daughter.
Going over there, threatening people, accusing people doing messed up stuff. That's the guy.
Where's my daughter?
You guys understand how much fun this is not?
Find my daughter now.
I will help find your daughter. Anyway, the woman's name is Brisa. And she is probably about 5'6". She's got brown hair that's curly, just a little bit past the shoulders.
You gonna tell him that? You gonna tell him how you're gonna help with your hairline? Hey, watch you. Look. Show my face. Show my face.
I already showed his face.
Show my face.
I'm making sure I
Robbie Farnsworth.
Now you know his name.
You better believe it.
Anyway, you say she's missing, so we'll get the word out. Fucking hell. I'm sorry about that, sir.
No fighting allowed.
Oh, I'm not fighting. He's on drugs. No fighting allowed. That was scary. It was cute sounding, but it's not fucking effective. Whether there's fighting allowed or not, when you got somebody coming up on you like that, you need to be lucky that it's somebody like me who doesn't fuck them up. I mean, Jesus goddamn Christ. Yeah. This is what we got to deal with. And then you guys pretend that we're that guy. And then when we have a fucking severe goddamn mental fucking breakdown over the sheer quantity of that guys that are out here, the sheer quantity of fucking mollies that are out here. And then we got a bunch of toms out here too. There's a lot more to this video. I might play a little bit more of it, but I got some more. I'm over here by a couple of churches that both have free internet. Being as I'm smack dab in between the two, I'm not really getting the internet off of either one. I have a quarter of a tank of gas, and you know, most of the evidence I got to show is on my little clandestine audio recording device, and that takes for fucking ever. I'm trying, but I need a place to do it, and it takes money to do it in any of the places that I'm able to do it. Going to the library, yep, good idea, and I can do that to some degree, but none of that actually gets me someone here to help. And as far as making phone calls in the library, or being able to step outside from the library, you really can't do that. People will fucking filch your shit. By filch, I mean they will steal it, they will abscond with it, they will walk off with it, they will go ahead and take their 1980s go-to bullshit, man, ain't that the wonderful thing about the 80s? Our movies were pretty much just fucking sarcasm. Sarcasm will save the world. All you need to save the world is a good fucking one-liner. That's all you need. Yup, that was 1980s TV. But now look at this. These food banks, they talk about how there ain't as much food as there used to be. I got to tell you, with the stuff that they're handing out to us, that most of us out here can't cook. God, if we had a place to cook it, we could make some insane meals. I am such a good fucking cook. No, I'm not a great cook like Ogre, but I'm a good cook. Ah, shit, did I lose connection again?
What's up, bro?
He's pulling his stuff again. Oh my god, now he's accusing me of doing something with his daughter.
Oh, he does that. He does that.
I know, but that's the thing, is that I'm scared shitless. Goddamn right I am, but... Yeah, people here know. They know now. I've been fucking letting them know. If there's fucking shit like that, I'm going to record it. Make sure I fucking record it. I got to. If I don't get this shit recorded, I get treated like I'm schizophrenic. I get treated like I'm delusional. Or I just get straight up blown off.
Thank you. Don't be scared. You got people around here, you know. Already.
Alright, I gotta pause it for a minute, because if I pause it, then it'll... Nope, I didn't press the pause button before it did its thing. Damn. If you pause it for a couple of seconds at a time, it'll kind of... The problem is, it's like an hour and 40 minutes long. Got nowhere to go that's safe, and I'm almost out of gas again. But yeah, it'll be my birthday the 18th of this month. Let me tell you how shitty my birthdays are. The last time I ever saw Natalie Bollinger was on my birthday in 2016. 2 days later, I got my fucking car broke down outside of her house while I was fucking severely dehydrated. I was taken to the hospital. The whole situation was bullshit.
That's good for him. I called him and said, get him, you know, like that. You know what I mean? I mean, he's done it to me before, too. You know, it's another...
That gets people killed.
You know, and it's like, you know...
That literally gets people killed. That gets people... I have friends of mine that are dead because of shit like this. Literally the stuff that he's doing.
I know. He does. It's like, why you gotta be...
Alright, it's doing that thing again. Oh, back online. What are you guys actually doing to change this? You're calling me crazy, that's what you're doing. Calling me crazy, pretending that I'm making this shit up. By the way, that girl who's supposedly his daughter, I suppose I can try to find that one and post it up next. She's the one that was offering me condoms yesterday while I was making a live recording. So, yeah, this is a lot of fun. This is totally helpful. This is useful. This is good shit. And y'all wonder why it is that I fucking scream and shout. You think it's easy to fucking handle shit like this? You think it's fun? It's not. You tell me to handle my shit. You tell me to breathe. I do fucking breathe, dumbass. I'm not sure if you noticed, but I held my calm pretty well through that.
He's probably a dope person, you know. And some days he's...
Yeah, Natalie was doing dope, and Maddie was doing dope. Yep, it's getting all froze up on me. When at least he was doing dope. And now I got a lot of my friends who are dead because dope heads do a lot of messed up stuff, but I gotta be scared of that because they do messed up stuff. Thank goodness this happened at a church. fuck it, right?
Sure, you guys are here. Thank you. I won't do it. I know. I won't do it either. I seen.
Now there's quite a few of these. All right. I gotta go through and I gotta find the ones where that's at, and I gotta type in at what point in the video that it is, reference the actual video, and that way you guys will actually fucking take a look. Yeah, a lot of the stuff in there is me talking, but you know what? It's only a minute and a half out of an hour and 14-minute video where that guy was seriously creating a safety issue. And then he came back. Between him and Molly, I got to worry about all sorts of shit. What fun. So let's hope, first of all, that nut job didn't do anything to Debrisa himself. And second of all, let's hope nobody else does anything to her. You guys want to fucking pray? That's what you need to pray for at this point. Pray for Brisa. Please. Matter of fact, if you can, take this section of video and fucking turn it into the goddamn cops. Because you know I gotta be afraid to do so. Preferably if you know anybody in Tillamook that you can call and say, hey, this shit's really happening, that would be appreciated. For right now, I do have to consider myself lucky. As many times as they have tried to peg me for crimes I didn't do and frame me for things I didn't do, I am still free. I spent 7 months locked up on the last stint. 7 months locked up for trying to turn in a crooked sheriff who helped Ted Bollinger get away, who helped Joshua Rayborn get away, who helped Amy Kalina Kingery get away, who helped Robert Franklin Warnick, the sex offender, to get away, who helped Christopher Kurth to get away, who helped Sandy Fromm to get away. All because I have to be afraid to go in by myself. Because if I go in by myself, the cops will act in a way that will trigger me. Because when you are a male who goes in alone and you are homeless, they give you red flag after red flag after red flag. When you try to tell the cops about the abuse that you as a male are going through, it must magically be civil. Why don't we just change it to that? The civil courts are for when you want to screw over exclusively just a man. We shouldn't have civil and criminal courts. If you did wrong shit, you did wrong shit. Everybody should be allowed to show evidence. Everybody should be allowed to face their accusers. And nobody should be denied the evidence, especially body camera evidence, of any interaction that they have with the police at any point in time. That's your interaction. We should not be having public officials that we were told to go to telling us that it'll take an act of God to get their body cameras. And you want me to pretend that shit like that doesn't exist? That shit like that doesn't happen? That people aren't dead from assholes like that doing shit like that for no fucking reason? He was accusing some other guy last week, some other homeless dude, of having a fucking walk-in closet with, like, basically a sex cave in the back of it. A little hidden room and blah, 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 blah. And we got that recorded too. I mean, fucking A, guys. This shit ain't rocket science. I was thinking about going over to the church over there and possibly using the internet over there, but I also got to worry about the fact that, yeah, that guy's mobile. He's got a fucking car. Sorry, it's like a minivan thing. It's got some pieces of paper on the back that say something in red pen, but I don't remember what it says. And they're taped to the spare tire thing on it. Now, you guys, you don't get that I can't turn that off, right? You not get that there's no hide user on this channel button for that guy? There's no hide user on this channel button for Ted Bollinger, the sex offender. There's no hide user on this channel button for the crooked ass goddamn cops. There's no hide user on this channel button in real fucking life, people. And this is exactly the kind of fucking bullshit that you guys want to pretend that I'm schizophrenic for saying that it happened. Fucking A. Yeah, real goddamn humanitarians, folks. My predators are actively involved in making my life hell. What are you actively doing to make it better? I don't get protections. I'm not a woman. I don't get to have people locked up on false charges. I don't even get to have people locked up on actual evidence. We've gotten to see time and time again how not listening to me results in corpses, right? I mean, how the hell was I able to predict Christine Bouhit's death? Not only where she would die, but the manner of her death. Well, that's because she's a fucking addict, and they gave her a fucking apartment. Yes, we know what happens when you give an addict an apartment. They OD. They got their friends out on the street that they used with, and those people are going to want a place to stay for the night. She got two different decisions there. She can either A, become a distributor, which is very common, or B, well, she can rent homeless people pieces of her carpet floor for the night in exchange for sharing their heroin. Christine Bouhate's dead, by the way. She overdosed on fentanyl. That was not her drug of choice, I assure you. Her drugs of choice were meth and heroin. She was one of the witnesses in the situation with Natalie Bollinger. Her her Facebook has an incredible amount of evidence in the situation with Natalie Bollinger. Especially after Natalie Bollinger's death. Christine took that piece of evidence away when she got her housing. Don't get me wrong, yeah, she probably did deserve to die. We all deserve to die according to the Bible. And that seems to be the stick by which you judge all of us here in the United States. You kind of ignore that whole separation of church and state thing whenever it's convenient. Politicians kissing babies in the name of Jesus and double taxing the churches 6 months later. Woohoo! Go Broncos! And you like me saying that? Sounds crazy to you? Reminds you of a crazy person? No, there's a reason I say it. A lot of my lingo is regional. I used to live in Denver, Colorado. And I know people who, every time something good happens, they punch the top of their vehicle and go, woohoo, go Broncos. And you think because I'm not like him, I should be able to function perfectly, right? It doesn't work that way. I didn't make that guy do the things that he did. It was not my decision. But then again, people seem to like blaming me for other people's decisions. Anyway, I'm coming over here by the Seventh-day Adventist Church to try to use their internet for a few minutes because there's a few other videos I need to find. So, Jamie and the Dalles. You got to see the stuff with Marcus Ibarra if you're looking at my YouTube at all. I don't want to do this, guys. I don't. But it's necessary. Good to be with you. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper and no victim left behind. I'm getting that out of the way because I don't know when I'm going to shut this video off. But I need to emphasize that no victim left behind. Me too wants to forget that there are men who are victimized as well. You want to scream that the men need to help you. but you won't help the men? Why can't you work together to both mutually agree that sexual assault is wrong no matter what gender you are? That physically assaulting people is wrong no matter what gender you are? How about each and every one of these groups start prosecuting the crimes instead of each other? Instead of BLM blaming white people and the KKK blaming black people, why don't they actually work together to do something about, well, the actual issues that face all of us? Like the fact that division takes away our rights. It takes away our freedoms. What freedoms do we really have when we can be reduced to this for doing the right thing, for protecting others? What do I do? Well, I for certainly don't listen to fucking predators. Is that a true statement? No, it's not. We all listen to predators every single day. We all know somebody who's got everybody fooled with a smile on their face. And unfortunately, for many of us, we're never going to see past that pretty smile. Not until it's too late. I am well aware of the world that I live in. The things that people tell me, you know what? They don't need to tell me most of that shit. I already know. There's more videos with that guy, so let's see. This one doesn't have an account attached to it anymore because it was on one that was destroyed a couple days ago. This one's called Tweakers in the Morning. That might have a minute.
An hour ago at 8:30. There's a guy that's on my channel. He's recorded, of course, a couple times actually.
That's the guy. All right, so this is after the event. Maybe this one.
Oh, is it my beard? Yeah, but their beards were fake.
Oh, that was another tweaker who was talking to me. He was all right, actually. He was pretty nice. Um, Let me see. God damn, there's been a lot of stuff that has gone on. Yep. The drone that was flying over the Fred Meyers, that was just 3 days ago. Oh, holy crap. Yup. I'm going through all of these videos. I suppose I should hold this while I do it, because there's a lot of them. There's been a lot that's been going on. There's Laura Moran. She's Laura Tazzy. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, this is a good one. This is Claire. Nothing big and major. There is also a man and his son who walked by. Let me fast forward it to the part where she starts walking over. You can feel the tread on mine, but yeah, totally. Alright, that's actually a good one to look up, just so you know. That's not the one that we're looking for. Uh, 10 days ago, let's see. Yep, 11 days ago, I guess. Starting small, tides of change, Tillamook, Oregon. At least I realized they were about useless pretty goddamn quick. Alright. A lot of these have people talking about the abuse that they've endured. This one's got the creeper from Hood River, and this one as well has got him in it. This is in Tillamook just this morning. This is 3 or 4 situations with him just in Tillamook, plus several situations with rest areas outside of Tillamook. Alright. Oh, there's the part where I found a heroin needle. Yup. Alright, I'm trying to remember what day that was. Because this guy's harassed me a couple of times, and there's one in here where he's harassing another guy too. Oh, here's another one with that guy from Hood River. Like, there's a bunch of them on here with him. There's a bunch of him in Hood River too. Alright. Oh, Officer Lothman, I guess is the guy's name. I tried to give him a good report, but really, he did it fucking shitty anyway. He come back later, decided he wanted the worst one. Molly and the cops. Yeah. Jesus, you see how long this is going to take? Because I have to make sure that I record everything. Here's one. Should we listen to the yelling in the morning from, What's Her Bucket?
Oh, you is yelling this morning. Yeah, it's that Alexander guy. It just took me a bit to get conscious and to find my phone. Anyway, I've been awake for about 5, maybe 10 minutes.
Oh, you can barely hear her yelling in this. I think I opened the door at one point so you can hear it.
I can hear Roland's voice right now. Barely, I think he's across the street. And of course, we'll have to get out and see if Tom is still here. Or his stuff. He might have gone for a walk, who knows.
Yeah, this is when he had all this stuff next to my vehicle. It might be this one. One of these two you can really hear her screaming in. I just... no connection. Oh, what fun. You see how difficult this is. I gotta do it from inside my vehicle. I gotta do it with a budget of jack shit. I'm in a constant state of fucking panic. For the cost of fucking every goddamn thing. Oh, here it is.
I spoke too soon. I'm not sure if you can hear her shouting. She was just yelling a minute or so ago about me being Rasputin.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
Somebody came into sight last night and stole my coat and my scarf. It was up in the tree. It's black. So did you go in there by any chance and see anybody?
No.
Something's in there that's not ours. And the old man freaked out. He left.
Of course he left.
He didn't steal my stuff. He took...
Alright, so she said he stole a bunch of her stuff. She was trying to accuse him, and then she was backtracking, and he didn't steal my stuff. Of course, he took his stuff, and of course he took his stuff. This is the point. This is where she walks around my fucking vehicle while she's talking to me. She's like walking around my vehicle and looking at it, and she fucking looks over on the other side. She definitely saw his fucking stuff. And he definitely took off. He didn't want nothing to do with her. And with her fucking yelling at me about looking like Rasputin and yelling at other people, like this is literally where it started, where she started in on me. Before this, I was just done with her shit. She was just a fucking mean person. I wanted to stay away from her. But this right here is at the point where she decides that she's going to start victimizing me for helping Tom.
Kids, he left the boat or the bed without the tarp on it. Everything got wet. I told him where I was going. I was going to be back later around 8 or 9 or 10.
That's a
I just
lie.
found him over in Starbucks eating a donut and drinking coffee. He's like, I'm out of money. I go, you bought all this shit. Now you're out of money? What am I supposed to do? And then I said, you took the chairs?
What's she supposed to do? That's right. He spent his money on the shit that she asked him to buy. The stuff that she complained that she needed. He went and bought it. Now what's she supposed to do? You see that? She's not thinking about Tom in the least bit. I don't want her by my vehicle at this point or around me. I am doing my fucking best to be as goddamn hospitable as fucking possible.
Where did you put your stuff? It's like, I'm running out of money. I go, you bought all this crap. You bought the coal.
That was 4 fucking weeks
I
ago.
didn't see anything.
4.
Someone came in the site, stole a jacket, a wool coat, and a hat that's up in the tree, got the scarf and the hat. And it's black. They couldn't see it. So only somebody that was in that site could have stolen it. That would be you. And I'm not saying you stole it, but I want my wool coat back. I got it for $6. I was freezing last night. It was all wet in there. He didn't tie up the tarps. He ziplocked up the sheets, or the thing, bought a sheet, and he split. So I'm walking around.
She's pissed off because this 80-year-old man that she treated completely like fucking shit took his stuff and left. Then when she sees his stuff next to my vehicle, which is where he asked me if he could put it, that's in the video too. That was 4 fucking weeks ago. You see how much bullshit a man has to go through? I've been going through a whole life of this shit because I'm a dude. Alright, that's just as plain and simple as it is. When you're not a good looking dude, anytime somebody doesn't get what they want out of you, oh, you look like a this, you look like a that, blah, 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 blah. Nobody cares what kind of a human being you are. They care how you fucking look and whether or not you got something to fucking give them. I've already given my life. I can't take care of myself. That doesn't make me a bad person. That doesn't make it okay to hurt me. That doesn't make it okay to threaten me and to blame me for all of your bullshit. I'm not sorry your daddy raped you because I didn't rape you. That's not my behavior that needed to change. That was your daddy's behavior that needed to change. So why are you taking out what your daddy did on all of us? Men didn't beat the shit out of you. Your boyfriend did. And when you ask any of the rest of us for help, and then you go back to that boyfriend, you're not just making us a target. You're guaranteeing that our life's going to be hell. because we helped you out because you were afraid he was going to beat you to death. Or you were afraid he was going to fucking kill your kids. We've taught every woman in America to play victim. Unfortunately, it's not the predators who pay. Don't be a good man. Don't be. It'll only get you hurt and killed. Unless you got looks. Of course, if you got looks, you don't have to be a good man. You just tell people you're a good man and smile. And as long as you play your cards right and don't get caught. But being a good man is not about not getting caught doing bad shit. That's not what being a good man is. Looking the other way isn't being a good man either. People are lucky I don't believe in killing people as the solution for jack shit. When you remove violence as a solution, that's when you find real solutions. But you never make it that far, do you? I can't function to do anything but speak. I'm not supposed to be or allowed to be overwhelmed by any of this. I don't have the right genitalia to be a real victim, of course. Must be my fault. I'm the one who has the penis. I got junk food wrappers galore. Oh, there it is. I'm thankful for the people at the Seventh-day Adventist here in Tillamook. Whether they agree or disagree with helping me, the fact is that they did. But it's temporary. I need help. You don't understand what it's like when you're victimized because you can't take care of yourself. And people tell you that you're not trying because you're not capable. Or because when you tried, they weren't there to see it. And they want you to try it again so that they can see it, but then they won't go with you, so they won't see it. And then they just pretend that you didn't try. Fuck yes, I went to the churches. This is not the first time that I came here to this church. Every time that I came here before that, they told me they couldn't help me how I needed. Guys, a lot of child molesters are going to get away. And a lot of people who take advantage of at-risk adults are going to get away. I was able to show Mandy Singer the fact that, yeah, literally the day that I found out about Sarah Nelson getting busted, as soon as I found out she got busted, I showed Mandy Singer the stuff that I'd written in prison. Because you fucking goddamn right I told on them some bitches. The thing that pissed me off is that I had to fucking write my predators to bitch about my predators. That's fucking stupid. But look at that, Michelle Destini is now in prison. She was a great prison guard. The assistant warden, too, Sarah Nelson, in prison herself. That's right. You guys talk about it, I am about it. You can tell Des I said that. Any of you scallywags from Boulder, Colorado. It's looking to me like there's a lot of people here at the church. I believe I may have interrupted a meeting of some sort. Hopefully it's an AA meeting and not a Klan meeting. The red church in town is the one, I guess, that has the Klan meetings. It's something like Saint Azul's or Azir's or something like that. I don't know. I just know it's painted up like a red barn. There's other people in town talk about it too. I don't want to hit them up for any more gas. I'm glad that Molly didn't show up to the dinner tonight. Do y'all get how scary this situation is for me? You get how much it sucks that I have Tourette syndrome, but I'm getting treated like I'm a junkie instead? Tourette syndrome is not a fucking choice. It's not a decision. And although, yes, medications can do something, the fact is that Tourette syndrome is not a life-threatening illness, but the medications they give you for having Tourette syndrome are life-threatening, including giving you liver damage and, of course, chemical dependencies. What purpose is there to just drugging the living fuck out of anybody who's got a twitch? What good is that doing for society? And of course, because you don't want to get an education, you just want to beat me until I'm normal. I'm stuck out here with these guys. I'm not allowed to be afraid. Well, guess what? I am afraid. But at least I do something. For Christ's sake, at least I do something. Digging for anything in my fucking car is fucking impossible. That's the problem with not having a place to do this stuff. Not having a place to process it. Being stuck in an environment where I'm going to be stuck being abused. Yeah, that's not going to help me get anything done. Go ahead, try beating me until I'm not autistic anymore. Try beating me until I don't have PTSD anymore. See how well that shit works? It doesn't. It was different when I was younger. I was able to take a lot more punishment. I was never a good fighter. I won a lot of fights just because I was lucky enough to either A, remember what people used against me that worked. So when somebody attacked me, sometimes I'd get lucky, but most of the time it's because people broke their fist on my head. So, I mean, I guess technically it's a win, but is it really? There it is. Holy fucking hell. The more overwhelmed I am, the less my words come together. That's the problem with having to go in with police by yourself. When you got to turn in crimes against you, you don't even get to speak. They keep fucking talking over you. Over and over and over. And then you're stuck having a fucking panic attack. You need somebody there who understands autism, not somebody who exploits it. And certainly not somebody who believes that they know everything about autism because they have an uncle's brother's cousin's niece dog's former owner used to be fucking autistic. Or some crazy cockamamie goddamn story like that. You know, if you got a son or a daughter who are considered low functioning autistic, I do feel for you. I absolutely do feel for you. And it is for you guys that I fight. It is for your children that I fight. These are our rights. And I see so many people in so many groups who are not being allowed those rights. And why aren't they? I kind of get the feeling people are used to zooming across this parking lot, and they're not able to do so because I'm parked in the middle of it. Also, my engine check light is on again, which means I'm overheating. If I turn my vehicle off for a bit, that engine light will eventually go away. I'm sorry there's so much talking in my videos. I don't have any real friends. What am I going to go talk to these tweakers about? They want to talk to me about astrophysics, but don't know anything about astrophysics. Some of these folks out here are extremely delusional. They believe that they were with the FBI and with the CIA and they're the captain of everything and own this and they own that. And holy shit. Those ones are scary too, but not as scary as guys like that who get all fucked up on drugs and flip their shit at you. For any of you who missed the beginning of the video, I played a video I recorded earlier when I went to the dinner. I'm afraid to ask for help. Those ladies that were in there that talked to me right after that, I was gonna try to explain to them, but you get to hear their words, they meant well. Their hearts are certainly in the right place. I mean, come on, they feed hobos for Christ's sake. Anyway, I'm broke as a goddamn joke. The internet here is not working too good, so I'm hoping that down there at the parking lot all the way at the other end of town, I'm hoping I can go there and be left alone. This is too much for one person to do, too much for one person to go through. especially when they're shut down because they're having a non-stop panic attack over just needing to get basic fucking resources. But those are so hard to get because my predators go to where the resources are. That guy yelled his name. I don't remember his name. I remember Molly's name. I can't remember that guy's name, which is why it's a good thing it's fucking recorded. When people want me to remember it off the top of my head, I can't remember every fucking person's name that I've had to deal with in the last 2 years. It takes me a while to learn people's fucking names. That doesn't mean that I'm retarded. That doesn't mean I'm schizophrenic. That doesn't mean I'm delusional. This is an incredibly complicated shit. It's horrible. It's extremely complicated. It's a lot of fucking laws broken by a lot of fucking people. Why the hell do we gotta go through all these fucking hoops and go through the civil courts for something that's fucking criminal? Why? I go to the criminal courts, I get told it's fucking civil. I go to the civil courts, I get told it's criminal. Oh wait, no, we never make it to the fucking courts, do we? We get to talk to some people who work for the courts. They don't listen to me. I gotta be afraid to turn this shit in because why? Because law enforcement nationwide is always the same way. Sometimes they talk nice. Sometimes they bully you being mean-like and making it obvious. All depends on who's there, who's listening. If they know they're being recorded live, they're generally a lot fucking nicer about bullshitting you. But they'll still bullshit you. There's a lot of dead bodies because of all this situation, and you guys want to pretend it ain't happening because it ain't happening to you. Like, how am I supposed to do anything while this shit is still going on? How? And I gotta worry about people taking out targets of opportunity as well. And trying to blame it on me. That was one theory about Natalie Bollinger. A lot of people said, well, when she played victim like that, that gave Joseph Michael Lopez a perfect opportunity to kill somebody and for you to take the fall for it. And although that may be true, and it is something that I think about with everybody now, it was a little different with Natalie. Natalie was suicidal. When Will told me that he worked for investigations for Denver Police Department, and he verified that not only that the Craigslist ad was real, but that it had been taken down more than once. You know, and he tried to take me to court for telling him I was going to take him to court. He tried pretending I threatened to kill his family. Zero fucking evidence. That's what all these predators do. They get to play on that fucking reputation. And it is unfounded and unfucking warranted. There was one time at all, where I threatened anybody other than Ted Bollinger. I literally threatened everybody who threatened to kill my loved ones. All the people who had committed crimes against me and in the future would commit crimes against me. I told them that I would kill them. I also outlined very specifically that I'm going to kill them with time. And although I only threaten to kill those who threaten to kill me, I didn't threaten to kill Alicia Bollinger. I didn't threaten to kill Danica Garner or Rose M. Kelly or any of the rest of the predators that were involved with that. All of their names are on the same pieces of paper. And the evidence shows that they're the ones that fucking manipulated me. They're the ones that took advantage of me and then played victim when they got fucking busted. But Shannon Alvarado is a fucking goddamn drunk. When shit like that happens, you need to fucking call it in with the fucking victim. Don't dump it on the victim and say, hey, turn this in. When they're called mentally ill, they can't. You fucking retard. When they're called mentally ill, they can't. Have you not seen that? When you're called mentally ill, you can get locked up based on people pretending that you might do something. People who have actually committed crimes against you can have you locked up by pretending that you might do something like that to them. I don't see any of the people down here that I needed to see in order to hopefully get some help. But I understand I have a penis. I am to blame for everything that ever went wrong in your life. It's my fault that you didn't get a fucking duck-billed platypus for your birthday. My fault that you didn't get a fucking unicorn for your quinceanera and all that. Holy shit, the fucking stuff that I get blamed for because I fucking defend myself. And I gotta defend myself without the resources that these son of a bitches take for granted every goddamn day. These cops should not have unlimited access to public funds that they can use to threaten, harass, and intimidate their fucking victims. And their victims should be allowed to turn in their predators without fear of being fucking threatened, harassed, intimidated, or fucking assaulted. But it don't matter. We don't live in a perfect world, do we? While you guys complain that shit's not fair, well, it's fucking a lot more goddamn fair for you than it is for me. They got free bread at the church. I was just trying to eat some. And I gotta tell you, I got the wrong cheese. Also, no matter how much I gotta poop, I gotta turn my car off because it's overheating. You guys tell me to forget about it, move on, move along. Why don't I move somewhere else? How many times have I fucking moved, you fucking pieces of shit? Yeah, God bless America and all that fucking bullshit, right? I'm supposed to be thankful and grateful for all of the abuse that I take, is that it? I'm supposed to be thankful and grateful that people don't actually give a shit. Oh, Sean, I want to be your friend. Don't be my friend. Don't be. Help me fucking clear my name so I can stop the abuse, so I can be who I was before all of this. You have any idea how difficult it is to be that person when you're going through abuse every day and your friends let you know over and over that they don't care? They talk like they care, but their actions show that they don't. With Marcos Ibarra and pulling the shit that he's pulling, fuck him. It's not my fault that he's like that. I didn't make him like that. I didn't ask for him to be like that. But at least I saw it coming. That's because human nature is easy. It's easy to tell what your motivations are. Autistic people are my favorite people because their motives are the only ones that are actually simple. You guys make them incredibly complicated. You make us out to be so much different than you guys that we must be stupid. No, we are superior to you. It's not a choice. I didn't ask to be born smarter than you fucking primates. You think the first smart ape was glad that he was a smart ape? He might have been. The problem is, how am I ever supposed to get anything done when I can't take care of myself and I'm being victimized everywhere I go? When going to cops results in them blowing me off, I literally have physical and mental disabilities from fucking abuse. And when I go to cops alone, I get blown the fuck off. When they say they'll let me make a report, it doesn't end up being that way. It ends up being them bullying me and trying to talk me out of it. Well, that's fucking stupid. Why'd you say that I could? Or they tell me it's someone else's job. The things done to me were not civil acts. These are not civil crimes. These are criminal actions committed by criminals with criminal intent. And they did these things knowingly and willingly to a disabled adult. I'm gonna eat me a sandwich and try not to shit myself.